Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome. Question of the day. Let's see. Oh, hey, what's going on? Welcome. How you doing, Terry? Right? I know. Thank you for coming by. Um, yeah, actually, today has been uh pretty good. We actually uh, one of the departments were doing good, so they brought in food for Chinese food, one of my favorites. So definitely started off the day pretty good. So yes, I am doing good. Thank you, Terry. How's everything with you and your farm and everything? How's everything going? Hey Skinner, what's going on? How you doing? How's everything? Nice, nice. Yeah, today I woke up and I really didn't have like I didn't have nothing planned for question of the day. Hey, staying busy. Just crossed over 10K follows on TikTok. Wow, awesome. Wow, that's amazing. Um, yeah, I woke up today and I didn't really have nothing planned, and I was just going to be able to talk with you guys and just wanted to go over just about anything. Um, but then I came up with something. Maybe it could be a good topic to talk about. Um, so wait a little bit. Hopefully, we get some more people on. The animals are doing awesome. Awesome. The animals are doing great. The bunnies are doing awesome. Um, Honestly, I want to keep them all because they're so unique in their own way, and we are keeping some, and we're doing some line breeding, so bringing back to the herd, and just picking out the traits that we are looking for. So definitely the animals are doing good. However, this morning we actually woke up to one of our roosters that is just something. He was the Easter egger, and it's so hard to go and get them. We let our chickens free range, and usually at the end we'll throw some food in the coop, and they already know once it starts getting dark, they already go to their coop, and this guy, he does not like the coop. He wants to stay outside. So after the kids try to get him inside the coop, uh, he wind up staying out last night, and we woke up this morning to him with his head missing. So yeah, and we assume that it's an owl. We have an owl that just stocks our chicken coop, but that's just, I don't know. The head was still there. It was detached. So we just think it could be like a possum or a raccoon or weasel, even I don't know. I'm probably not a fisher cat, but something happened, and they just ripped his head off, and it was horrible. So we lost our rooster. So yeah, it really sucks. I mean, as hard as it was to uh, get rid of him, it was just something that it wasn't our first time. We actually experienced this quite a few times. So that's why we actually have the kids try to get all the animals away. We try to, ourselves to try to get them, and he's too fast. He's too fast, and he just didn't like to get locked up. So they usually hide in the trees and in the rooftops, and I don't know, something to get them though. The weather here is actually cool. I love the cool weather. I actually prefer it over the heat, but we've been dropping low 40. There was one night we had below 30, below 30 at one point. But yeah, it's been getting chilly in the mornings. Through the day is around 60 degrees. So, I mean, it's not that bad. And run them back. Yeah, I agree with you, Terry. Yes, we actually do. We actually get so the way my coop is set up, we try to get the best ventilation from both sides. Um, and then towards the winter time, we close off the east and north. No, I think it's the east and north side. Kind of like cover that completely. That's where we get the most draft of the wind, and we usually leave. I think it's like the west side open, so it can still have some circulation. But we usually use plastic and cover them up, so it'll be less breezy going in and out, kind of block them from the winds and the frostbite. Our roosters, we do grab some Vaseline, put it all over their comb. That tends to work, but after 1 or 2 days, you gotta reapply it. It's something you gotta keep applying. I think it was like the year before that we did it. And I did it once, and then I waited like almost 2-3 weeks and noticed that the comb was getting a little frostbit, and so I had to go and reapply. But that's just something you got to keep doing, constantly making sure they have Vaseline on their combs so they won't get no frostbite. But other than that, it works pretty good. For the hens, yes. Usually when they on their combs, usually for our female, our hens don't really have the combs, but on the wattles, am I saying it right? Wattles. Usually when they have them, we usually put them on the hens as well. But the majority, we usually focus on the roosters. And I think we got one, two. We got two roosters as of right now, um, and yeah. So, but for the most part, they are very secure in the wintertime. Our roosters, I believe they're like, sorry, 12 roosters. Oh my goodness, what are you doing with so many roosters? Oh wow. Hey, how you doing? Stringfield Ridge Farms. How you guys doing? How's the weather out there, Teresa? So before I lose track of time, um, for the question of the day, I wanted to throw out there exactly if the world would actually go into crisis tomorrow, and you know that, and you had the chance to do something today. All right, here we go. Hey, okay, all right, man. I just got a phone call, so it kind of took me out. I hope everybody hears me fine. Sorry about that. Had a phone call and it kind of buffered me. I got stuck. So I wanted to bring up. Okay, thank you. All right, guys. So I wanted to bring up for the question of the day: if the world was going into crisis tomorrow, what will you do today and why? This is more of a like a survivor question or a homestead question, maybe a prepper question, something you guys would do. Um, and when I say crisis, I mean electric power grid is out. We're in war. Something's happening bad where everybody is just going crazy. What are you gonna do? Like, what can you do, right? So yeah, it's kind of hard. You think about it, if something would happen. Hey, Kiki Soto, what's going on? Thank you for joining us. Yeah, that would be awesome. Now, what if gas runs out? Like, it says, I run and get the last minute prep and make sure my kids come here with us. Yes, definitely try to get everyone together. It is a hard question, and I say, because honestly, before I started homesteading, I was prepping. I believe that, for me anyways, I believe a man should be able to help their family in all shades of the world. Like anything that happens, you should be able to help your family and get them together. And so prepping was something big for me, saving food and, saving ammunitions, and, getting bug out bags and making sure we have destinations where to go, who to call, what to, where to go to get help if we need. Um, and then I was just thinking, a homesteader is actually the way to go. You make your own food, you can your own stuff. You don't have to spend money over something that's going to be gone after you enjoy it and eat that meal. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why prep when you can actually make your own food? So I got into gardening and learning more about it, and eventually going to go to class for agriculture, and try to get as much knowledge as I can with that. See, yeah, gas can only last for so long, and believe it or not, it'll be gone within minutes. Minutes. I mean, the other day we had a little shortage, and who would have thought? Yeah, they waited for so long for gas, and to get to the pump, and sometimes it was, they were all out. So that's it's kind of harsh. Yeah. So the solar panels, which is good, that was a great thing, Skinner. Um, but the solar panels is only good if you own them. Um, Granted, there's so many companies out there right now that are like, you know, advertising their solar panels to, increase your light bill, or something like that. But honestly, you don't want to have to worry about the electric company generating your light off the solar that's coming out of for your land, off of your home. So yeah, if you definitely go for a solar panel, I would go for something that you purchase, outright, that you don't owe nobody. I think that's the only way it would actually add up and make more sense. Oh, that's awesome. Definitely horseback riding. I would love for it to, like, term like back in the days where you had to rely on horse. There's no transportations, bike even. I think the world would be at a better place. less uh less of everything, I would say. mm, I haven't rode a bike in about, I want to say, 4 or 5 years. And we're talking about, you know a pedal bike, right? Yeah, yeah. I wonder how road rage would be with a horse, right? Yeah, that's funny, Skinner. Does anybody have like any water source? That also plays a big part too. Having some kind of water source available. Yeah, like a creek, right? That's awesome, Josh. Um, so we have I want to call it it's like a creek. Um, so we have one that actually runs all along our side of the property. Um, thing with that is, if you think about it, if it ever became a crisis, it'll be good for us, but also bad because that would attract a lot of unwanted attention. Um, so yeah, that's the only thing with that. But yes, definitely having like a water source around would be so beneficial. Springs under us, on the solar. Oh, nice. Oh, really, Teresa? Okay, that's something I would like to figure out. Like we have well as well, um, but if our electric goes out, then we don't have nothing to generate our water to push it out. What would be the best uh, alternative to get water from our well if we don't have no electric? Awesome. Oh, that's true. Might have to look into that, Terry. A hand pump. I never thought about that. A hand pump is something good just in case. Terry was talking about the battery, which is good, or solar. But if something would happen that'll break or get lost or the battery loses its juice, a hand pump is always there and actually would work. I wonder how would I set that up? How is your setup, Terry? Is that like Teresa? Is that like do you have it outside connected to your pump, or is that something in your house that you connected? Yeah, because a hand pump, that would be that would be ideal. Hmm, good idea, Skinner. Sorry, guys, I'm eating. I'm trying to eat slowly. Don't want to stuff myself. Hmm. So, so that pump that Lee installed, is that in your house, or that is somewhere like you said, more in the shallow area of your land or where the well is. How is that? Oh yeah, I would. Then I'll start choking. Yeah, honestly, I've been. I don't know. I'm not like a conspiracy theorist or anything like that, but I like to be prepared for anything. And I have a big family, so honestly, that's what drives me to do what I do now is my family. So anything I can do to make sure that they're taken care of, and I'm gonna try to do it. Okay, so I'm gonna look into that. Thank you, Teresa. Wow. By the way, guys, Teresa has some good videos on the wild plants that you can find all around your property. That if something were to happen, it would always be there. Some are used for a lot of like medical stuff, right? For inflammation, a lot of like a penicillin, like different things that can help. Um, s- um, when you're at need, and you don't have nothing wild. What is it? Wildflowers or wild plants that just grow around your yard. Definitely, that's something very good to look up on too. I definitely been looking around for like different wild plants around my yard just to know where they're at, and so yeah, that's definitely one way to get ahead of things when they happen. Yes, wild plants. So yeah, definitely check that out. Teresa got some good videos on that. Definitely, and it was funny because I think it was like last week, or midweek. Went to I went to Tractor Supply here, and they have a book on the wild plants and different things that they have so many benefits in them, and that people don't even know they exist, and think they're just awful weeds, but definitely helps out a lot. So that is something I am going to try to pick up that book. Yes, yes, I definitely agree with you, Teresa. Yes. Oh, that's awesome, Skinner. How much are solar panels are going for nowadays? Like for a good size, like maybe 4 by 3 feet. Like about how much you think one of those solar panels cost? think they're kind of expensive. I think it was like last year I was kind of looking into that, and it was way out of my pay scale at that moment. And that's just something, if you're gonna invest in, that'd be a good investment. Yeah, I definitely agree, Skinner. That is, yeah. Like I said, I did it last year. I did a little bit of research on it, and trying to get them brand new is just very expensive. But you can build um, one. I just don't know how effective it is. So that's just something you would have to try yourself. Oh, really? Harbor Freight? Teresa said Harbor Freight has them for like 200 bucks. That is awesome. I never thought Harbor Freight would actually have them. Wow, I'm gonna have to check them out. That's good to know. That's my go-to spot after Home Depot. I go to Home Depot, and then whatever I want to get, I think is a little bit, I can get a better deal, I go to Harbor Freight. All right, guys. Well, that's all I got. Um, Definitely, I'm gonna go finish up here. Right, forever since they worked in hardware store, lumberyard, feed store. But need to go. Yes, definitely. Oh, okay. That's good information, Teresa. All right, guys. Well, I am gonna let you guys go, even though I don't want to. Um, but I'm gonna try to finish up here and then head back to work. But yes, that's something definitely you guys want to just think about. If something were to happen, um, you know, what will you do? What will you do to get yourself ready, and not only for just that time, but for the long time? For the long, um, what's gonna happen, month, 2 months, even 3 months. Just to be prepared and be ready for just about anything. All right. But guys, thank you for joining me. Thank you for taking the time. And I hope to see you guys next weekend on Wednesday, 8 o'clock. I know it was a little late today, um, but I try my best to be on point. And try to do it every Wednesday. All right, guys. So good night. God bless you guys. I love you all. Thank you for joining. And I'll see you next weekend. All right. Take care. God bless. And have a beautiful Wednesday.